So I originally started here in 2012, like I said, sports development and coaching. I came here originally wanting to be a coach, and then through sort of my modules and lectures, I sort of changed my perspective, changed my plans from going from coaching more to analysis. The lectures here, they were perfect for me really. The timings that we weren't in too much, so we were expected to obviously do quite a lot of work in your own time, which suited me quite a lot. But I think the best thing about here was the classes were relatively small compared to some universities, so that means that you got quite a lot of personal time with the lecturers here, and I think that for me was the best thing which got me through this university, whereas opposed to other unis where I think if I had bigger classes and I was sort of lost in a crowd sort of thing, I don't think I would have got through. So that's probably the best thing about here was more the size of the classes rather than the material, which got me through here. Now I'm working in a role with Notts County Football Club. I'm sort of working there as the assistant performance analyst. Through actually one of my modules here, that is what sort of turned me towards analysis. Ended up doing my final year project here around analysis, got a work placement with Stoke here. I think the work placement that I did in my third year, that was probably the most important thing, because not only did it sort of give me my first steps into the area that I'm now doing, but it sort of, I guess it prepared me academically as well within the module. So I sort of had a balance between the academic theory and the practical experience, which then looked good on my CV, which then sort of, I guess, as a result of that, allowed me to go to where I wanted to be. Without this university, without the lecturers here, without the education they provide me as a grounding, without that, I wouldn't have been able to go on to where I am now. So it's sort of out of just respect for the uni really. I had a good time here. I've not really got anything bad to say about the university. And again, it's just about repayment. Like they done me a favour, so I'm doing them a favour in return, sort of thing. And I think it's the same with a lot of people I know who graduated with me. Like no one really has a bad thing to say about this university. So I think it's with the sort of connections that I've built within this university. I still have a lot of friends here through football or lecturing and stuff like that. And I think it's just the sort of family sort of feel about this university, I think, is like the thing that, will always drag me back. I graduated 2 years ago. I've been back here multiple times. They can't keep me away at the moment. So, and I think that's what it is really. And I know speaking to people who went to other unis, it's not always the case. The whole thing that makes me proud to be Staffordshire, I guess, is just, I think the whole experience when I was here, the people I met, it formulated like a big part of my life, I guess. And I think just everything, when I look back on my time here, it's some of the best sort of times of my life, I guess. So I guess that it's just that whole thing. It's not one specific thing. It's just the whole feel of the place, and everything that I've done here.